afternoon, and we are underway in Foxborough. On the return, here's Hall. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. First down, New England. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That throw by Marino incomplete. Marino's got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2, now Marino going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, 49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll lose lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Brought down back.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Go home, boy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On the return, here's Hall. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play fake. Here's Marino. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ezekiel Elliott.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Jackson on the keeper. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. That one complete, Elliott.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Marino off of play action. Looking deep for Benham. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line. 13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Jackson now. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
No gain on the play.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They snap the ball at 1. Now Marino into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's complete to Cooks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To Brandon Cooks. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 5. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jay Hall on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 34.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Marino. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. They'll try and throw forward with Marino. Looking deep for Bennett. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They got 29 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. This is great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Niners 21, Patriots 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Today's final score, Patriots 23, 49ers 21. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
His way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Marino on play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They go play action with Marino. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Number 88.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
And a Patriot first down.
Now Marino to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
The score, Patriots 7, 49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. The give is to Elliott. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate.
brought down at the
Dante Hightower on the stop.
A gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second and 8. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
49ers, nothing.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. Here's Strong, the fullback. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Patriots get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12.
On the tackle.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, New England.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Marino. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Marino.
That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Marino here from the gun, sliding out of the pocket. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
88. Touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
at the 23. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This time, Marino will throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
49ers.
Jonnu Smith, 43 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard
The
line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Marino. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got some space here. He's at the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Sack. Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
Las Vegas. On the return, here's Hall. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll run here with Bo. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Marino off of play action. Throw left side complete. That's Clayton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They run on first down to Jackson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the 2, here's first and goal. From the shotgun, Marino. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Marino. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, and it's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
10 at the 30.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Marino. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here we go again with Marino. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 21 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
To kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what?
They battle for it, and it's intercepted. Snags it from the pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Marino to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Ezekiel Elliott. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Marino will throw. He's going to air one out. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. First half in the books. You're watching watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Marino on play action. And his throw here is incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go play action with Marino. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action now. Marino. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard.
It's 4th down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From midfield now, Marino. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
George Kittle.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 25. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's Hall. Now, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get...
He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for New England. 56 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The 11-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, no throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And goal.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. himself from a yard out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.